In this video, how could I have avoided this? And how could I have saved another 4/10 of my lap time? If you've seen my race report video, you'll have seen that I had a long battle with Guy Povey, and I tried all sorts of things to get past, but eventually I managed to slip past him. So let's have a look at what happened when I went past, and also then what happened after that. So here we're going into paddock, we're both going in quite hard, and I get a better line through paddock. He runs wide, and I think he probably had to lift there, and that's why I got the steal on him coming up the hill. So I get past him, and I'm thinking as I come down to Graham Hill Bend, I'm going to have to stay about in the middle of the track because I don't want him to dive down the middle, down the inside of me. So here I'm turning in, but you can see I'm running very wide and I have to turn sharply there, and I've scrubbed off loads of speed. Now at this point, he's coming down the right hand side of me, and I gave him space, but we'll see that I also made a bit of a mistake there. So here's some of the telemetry for that section of the track. So this is labelled as section number 7. They're not like sectors, they're more granular than that. And basically this is the straight from Graham Hill Bend down to Surtees. And the red plot is my best lap, and the blue plot is the lap where Guy slipped past me again. Now there's two things you can see here. First one is, as you can see in the video, I moved over. So this blue one, you can see I moved off of my normal line to give him space, because I actually thought he was on the grass. I might have been wrong actually, but I had visions of what happened to me at Alton Park, where somebody tried to overtake me on the grass and lost control and hit the side of my car. So I thought I'm not having that again, so I moved over. But the mistake I made was, you can see right here, I actually lifted to let him past, which, you know, whilst I don't want to put him in any danger, he could have gone round tried to go round the outside of me, round Surtees, and with a bit of luck he would have had to back off and I would have maintained my lead. But I guess it's natural instinct, which perhaps I need to suppress a bit, to lift off, to give him space. So that was a bit of a mistake, quite honestly. I mean, you can see here, this is the time comparison between my best lap and the lap that I had this problem in. You can see I'm losing time all the way down the straight, and that's, as I spoke about before, that's because I was compromised going into Graham Hill, and I came out, and then I had that sudden turn because I was going to run off the edge of the track and trip the track limit sensor. So I certainly did lose speed, and if you look at the speed comparison here, I'm 4 kph down, you know, probably all the way along the straight. So that's the first thing. I think I could have, I don't know whether I would have maintained the lead if I could have held him off, but I certainly shouldn't have lifted. So that's the first issue. The second thing is that I spotted that I could have actually saved a lot of lap time in going around Clearways. I've summarised it with this graphic. Now, in practice earlier in the week, both my teammates and the professional driver had said, well, we were talking about going around Clearways, and I said that I do it in a very sort of dot to dot way. So you can see here on the left, I drive to here, I turn, I brake, I turn, and then I turn across the apex, and I run out wide. And this is with my widest point being just here where this pit lane marker goes. Well, it's by the side of the track. I think it goes across, but I can't remember. Anyway, I aim for that as being the clipping point as I'm exiting, which is the guidance that Scott Mansell gives in his videos actually. But the difference I've realised is you have to sometimes compromise on the Scott Mansell videos, because it's not always a direct comparison. He's talking about a much faster car with a lot of aero, and he's probably coming out of here much faster. What I did notice when I was watching Mark Burton take Clearways, he definitely does not go all the way out to the left. He takes more of this line. And this is the line I did take almost by mistake in one of my laps. And my teammates and the professional driver had said to us earlier in the week, don't go out so wide and take more of an elliptical sort of route around Clearways. And you can see the time difference. I mean, there's 4/10 right there, a bit more than 4/10. So that's definitely an area where I could save a lot of time.